Hey everybody, welcome to the sports show. I know I'm a little bit late, but remember, we don't have a main event today, but remember Sunday, August 21st is SummerSlam. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Brooklyn, New York. Don't have no news about the WWE, but however, I do have news about the UFC. That kind of rhyme. But MMA fighter Conor McGregor calls wrestler John Cena failed Mr. Olympian. He's 40 years of age and walking around in maybe an orange t-shirt and a headband talking about no one can see him. He is a big, fat 40-year-old failed Mr. Olympian, McGregor told reporters. John Cena has not yet commented on this. Julian Pena, UFC fighter, says no one cares about Ronda Rousey and her fat arms anymore. Pena commented about Rousey to the TMZ Sports after being asked about Rousey's return. She also said Amanda Nunes is waiting for a money fight against Rousey rather than fighting Pena. Looks like Rousey and Pena is gonna go at it soon. Over in TNA, there is a brand new wrestler there. Damien Sandow showed up. We already know that he was in the WWE for so many years. He was a tag team partner of, I believe it was The Miz. He showed up at Impact Wrestling. His new ring name is Aaron Rex. He is going to show up at future tapings at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Remember, in Lucha Underground Season 3 premieres on Wednesday, September the 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time only on El Rey Network. No other network will be showing this. I don't care if somebody tells you it's shown on somewhere else. By the news I'm reading, it's only on the El Rey Network. Let's swing on over to the NFL. We just heard that a deal just turned down the halftime show contract at the Super Bowl. She said that she will not dance like the NFL wants her to dance. That is not how she acts. So it is her right to say no to all that. Tell you what, the NFL season's just lining up. Great games yesterday. I've just seen one of them, but let me read over on the scores here. Thursday evening, August 11th, there was some good games. Redskins versus Falcons. Falcons came over with the win, 23-17. Eagles versus the Buccaneers. The Eagles killed the Buccaneers, 17-9. Those darn Ravens and Panthers game, that was a rivalry game. However, Ravens went home with the win, 22-19. Patriots versus the Saints. We know the Saints can't win all the time. Makes it unfair and very unjustified. But however, Patriots kicked the Saints' rear and sent them home with their tails between their legs, 34-22. Jets versus the Jaguars. That was a good game, but however, the Jets won this one, 17-13. Broncos versus the Bears. Broncos is still on their winning streak, 22-0. And of course, there was a good game, Lions versus Steelers. The Steelers did not win this one, but however, the score was 30-17. Miami Dolphins came out with a win for a very long time, for the first time. I hate to say that. Dolphins, you came out with a win on your preseason week 1, 27-10. Here was another good game. It's a rivalry game that happened on Friday. Bengals versus the Vikings. The Vikings went home with the win, 17-16, and the game did end in overtime. The Packers versus the Browns, great game, 17-11. Cardinals versus the Raiders. Our Raiders won it, 31-10. I can't believe they won it, but they did. Their defense is not like it was last year. I can see that. Seahawks versus the Chiefs. Seahawks won it, 17-16. Hey, the Raiders won, by the way.
What, the Raiders already played?
Yeah, 31-10.
That's one of our other favorite teams.
Here's another good game that I missed. Colts versus the Bills. The Colts won it on Saturday, fair and square, 19-18. Those darn Cowboys and the Rams. The Rams kicked the Cowboys' rear ends, 28-24. But that was a good game, and we all know that was a good game. The last game on Saturday, the Chargers versus the Titans. I tell you what, that game was a good one, but Titans went home with the win, 27-10. In the game only on the NFL Network on Sunday, the Houston Texans versus the 49ers. That was a good game, even though I was to a point where I was about to fall asleep during the game. I was that tired. Texans won it fair and square without cheating, 24-13. Tell you what, that was a good game. I could sit back and watch that game every time when that game is being played, I tell you. What's going on this week in NFL? Week 2 of the playoffs. Very important that you listen to this. We don't care who says what or when or what channel. I'm going to say off from the NFL.com, which means all games are final, all channels are final. On the NFL Network, on Thursday, you will see the Eagles facing off the Steelers. Also, you'll be seeing the Bengals versus the Lions game. That's going to be a good game, but however, the Eagles will maybe kick the Steelers rear end and win that one. I believe that the Bengals would win over the Lions. Raiders versus the Packers, very good game. It's a rivalry game of the preseason. I believe that the Raiders will call it a win. Patriots versus the Bears. That's going to be a good game being held on Thursday. I believe that the Patriots will win that game. Also the Falcons versus the Browns. Falcons will pick up with a win on this one, most definitely. Seahawks versus the Falcons. This is a planned game for NFL Network only. No other channel, not even CBS. This will happen on Thursday. Seahawks versus the Falcons. Very good game. On Friday, Redskins versus the Jets. Thank you for keeping that name, Redskins. I don't care what other people say, you should keep that name and use it at all costs. However, I believe that the Redskins will win this game fair and square. But however, on Friday, only on the NFL Network, Cowboys versus the Dolphins. I believe that the Dolphins would win this one. Cardinals versus the Chargers on Friday, including Titans versus the Panthers. A good rivalry game right there. I believe that the Panthers will win this one. Probably go into overtime on this game. However, the New York Giants will be facing the Bills only on the NFL Network. I believe that the Giants will pick up with a win on that one. However, on Saturday on the NFL Network, I believe the Ravens versus the Colts will be a good game. But however, I believe that the Ravens will win this one fair and square. Also on Saturday, we have the Buccaneers versus the Jaguars. I believe that the Buccaneers will probably pull out with a win. A good preseason rivalry game also on Saturday, Saints versus the Texans. I believe that the Houston Texans will win it without people saying they cheat. 49ers versus the Broncos. I don't know who's going to win this one, but the game's going to be held on Saturday. I believe that the 49ers might come out with a win, but however, the Broncos is currently still on a winning streak, so we just don't know what's going to happen on that game. On Saturday, on the NFL Network only, no other channels will be covering this game. The Chiefs versus the Rams. I believe that the Rams will win this one. They are on the winning streak still. It is what it is. I don't care what people have to say. It's my show, you know what I mean. So let's go with the standings so far, ladies and gentlemen, in the preseason. Yes, I am tired. It's been a long day, I tell you. Let's see where I can get this one. I'm still on NFL.com. Every standing is as is. Let's go over the standing of the preseason. Well, my computer wants to act stupid on me. The Falcons has 1 win, Ravens 1 win, Broncos 1 win, Lions 1 win, Packers, Texans, Colts, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, Patriots, Jets, Raiders, Eagles, Seahawks, Titans. Y'all all have 1 win underneath your belt on the preseason. Cardinals, Bills, Panthers, Bears, Bengals, Browns, Cowboys, Jaguars, those darn Chiefs, those darn Saints. Where am I? Giants, Steelers, Chargers, 49ers, Buccaneers, and Redskins. You have 1 loss so far in your preseason game. I know the score don't count, but your plays do. That's how I look at things. Let's talk about the MLB standings, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I am recording this. My daughter kind of took off with my earphones, and I was trying to find them. So eventually, I'll get my earphones back, or I can actually do a podcast with my hashtag. So what's the standings now in the American League of Major League Baseball? Thank you for asking. Blue Jays, y'all are looking great, I tell you. I don't know how to explain how y'all doing in the games. And sorry for the background noise. Chloe does know better than being in here while I'm doing a taping. The Blue Jays has 67 wins and 51 losses. The Orioles, you have 66 wins and 51 losses. Those Red Sox, man, y'all are looking good this season. 65 wins and 52 losses. Those darn Yankees, y'all are cutting up very close on the wins and losses. But however, y'all are still looking good. 60 wins and 57 losses. Those Rays, I don't know what's wrong with them this season. I guess the coaching don't know what they're doing, unless they're still sitting on their whoopee cushions or something. Because the Rays have 47 wins and 69 losses. Those darn Indians, I tell you, they're looking good. And this is at the Central Division. 67 wins and 49 losses. Those Tigers, 63 wins and 54 losses. Those Royals are pretty much cutting it very close, guys. 57 wins and 60 losses. Those darn White Sox, man, I don't know what's wrong with y'all this season. I hope next season y'all can knock it out of the ballpark. But you have 56 wins and 61 losses. Those Twins never been good at all. I don't think they ever been to a World Series. I don't know, but this season, 47 wins and 71 losses. Let's go over to the West. Those Rangers looking good this season. Good job. They're George W. Bush's favorite team, and also my favorite team. 69 wins and 50 losses. Those Mariners, 62 wins and 54 losses. Astros is cutting it very close on the wins and losses, but they're looking good this season. 61 wins and 57 losses. Those darn Athletes, man, y'all need to do something, because you have 52 wins and 66 losses. And those Angels out in Anaheim, California, you might as well call it a season, because you have 49 wins and 68 losses. Let's go over to the National League of Baseball. Let's start out over in the East with those darn Nationals. 69 wins and 47 losses. Those Marlins, you have 61 wins and 56 losses. Those darn Mets, y'all are very much cutting it tied on the wins and losses. 59 wins and 58 losses. Those Phillies, you might as well call it a season along with the Braves, but however, the Phillies has 56 wins and 63 losses. Those Braves, y'all just might as well just call it quit for the season. Y'all not going to get caught up. We don't know what's happening with the coaching there. Your coaches used to be good. However, I believe they're probably eating Booty-O's or Fruit Loops and drinking plenty of heavy sugar down Kool-Aid, and not teaching or coaching you how to play baseball, the game that you love to play. The Braves, 44 wins and 74 losses. So that's 44 wins and 74 losses. Those Cubs looking great this season. Truth be told, they are looking very good out in the Central Division. 73 wins and 43 losses. Along with those Cardinals, they're looking good this season. 62 wins and 56 losses. Those Pirates, y'all are cutting it almost a tide in your wins and losses, but however, 59 wins and 56 losses. Those darn Brewers, don't know what's going on with you this season, but it's 52 wins and 64 losses. Those Reds used to be good back in the day, but this season we don't know what's going on. I don't know what the coaching is doing these days with the Reds, but with the wins and losses, they just need to go ahead and call it quits for the season. 48 wins and 68 losses. Let's go over to the West Division, ladies and gentlemen, National League, with the Giants, Dodgers, Rockies, Padres, and Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks, y'all just need to call it quits. Don't know what's going on with y'all either. 48 wins and 69 losses. Those Padres, don't know what happened. Used to be good back in the day, back in the 90s. But however, y'all just need to go ahead and call it a season, because you have 50 wins and 67 losses. Those darn Rockies, what happened to y'all? Because you have 56 wins and 62 losses. And of course, those Dodgers, don't know what's going on with them, but they are looking good this season. 65 wins and 52 losses. But the last of the least is those Giants. Those Giants are looking great this season. I believe they might pull out in the World Series. I believe they will probably win it, definitely. But it's 66 wins and 51 losses. Man, y'all are kicking butt in Major League Baseball. I tell you. Again, we heard that the major recording artist, Adele, has turned down the contract for the halftime show at the Super Bowl for her personal beliefs. We have to respect her beliefs on this one. I would come back later for the WWE results of Monday Night Raw. I'm not going to do the CWC and SmackDown until next week. That is including the NXT. Don't really know what's going on. I'm just not going to yap my lips about it. Because I just haven't had time to really pay attention to the results. Last week, a lot of stuff was going on. But however, Brock Lesnar says former WWE professional wrestler is next in the promo for the video game. Gabby Douglas, Olympic gymnast, says criticism over her demeanor over the medal certainly was hurtful. We heard that she refused to put her hand over her heart at the national anthem, which is wrong to do, but it is her belief. She was overwhelmed. Let's see what else is going on. Chicago Cubs Chapman apologizes for playing Smack My Butt Up as closer left game. Sarah Robbie's weightlifter wins the first Olympic medal in her sport for the United States in 16 years. Good job. Let's see. Atlanta Hawks forward Chris Humphries was a faster swimmer than Michael Phillips at age 10. Man, there's a lot of smack going on, I tell you. And I'm just getting that news and the trending topics in sports. Man, why y'all? I don't know what's up with all the talking smack like that. I tell you, I'm kind of laughing at it too in a way. Well, anyways, that's it for the sports show. We'll come back later to give you the heads up on the WWE Monday Night Raw. See where our wild cards were at. Well, catch you later.